Hey, ScouterStan. Want to talk a little bit about the scouter's role in the Order of the Arrow. A lot of adults are kind of confused about their role within the Order of the Arrow. It is important to remember that their role really consists of being a mentor, an advisor to the youth. They need to constantly remember that they are not planning out any kind of activities. They're no longer running things. That is the job of the youth. There are a lot of things that adult leaders need to do to help the youth become better leaders. Being an active role model for the youth is important to inspire tomorrow's leaders. The adults need to work as advisors for many of the aspects that go on inside of the chapter and lodge. There are specialized advisor positions that serve a critical role within the chapter and lodge. Now, keep in mind that most of the positions are appointed. Within a chapter, the chapter advisor, which is an adult, works directly with the chapter chief, a youth. An associate chapter advisor is kind of like the assistant scoutmaster. They fill in when the chapter advisor is not available. Now, these associate advisor positions will depend a lot on the size of the chapter or lodge. There may be an adult that is directly working with the chapter as inductions advisor. Now, they would work with the youth that would run the elections, do the ordeal, and even the brotherhood training. Some really large chapters may even have a ceremonies team. The ceremonies advisors would work with the team, and they need to know the scripts and all of the ceremonies that are involved in that. There are many positions within the chapter that can be fulfilled by an adult leader working with a youth to develop their leadership. I remember that when I was chapter advisor for the Little Econ Tosahatchee chapter, I had 3 wonderful chapter chiefs. The first one was really good, but hated, now with a passion, to delegate. That left this chapter chief with everything. They had to do all of the tasks, which became impossible. And it was a quick learning situation where they were learning how to delegate so that they could do even more. My second chapter chief was very young, but he came from a ceremonies background. He loved to act. So at first, there was need for understanding of how leadership works. When you have a sizable chapter, it's important that the chapter chief is involved in all different aspects of the chapter. It was remarkable. He learned leadership so quickly and how to delegate. That was his natural leadership ability coming through. My third one was a challenge because he would call himself a rebel. Wow, he could get the chapter into trouble. So I had to work with that chapter chief and bring back the wildness. And it's the thing is, he wanted to add his own flavor to his leadership skills. And a lot of times it drove us down the wrong path. So I, as advisor, had to bring him aside and say, look, we can't go and do that. So we have to, I love a good joke like anyone else, but this one we had to really work on, and he turned it around. The chapter really thrived under his leadership skills. As an adult leader, you're kind of expected to wear the sash with pride, of course in full uniform. Whether you were inducted as a youth or as an adult, your exemplary participation is just expected. Now, keep in mind that adults in the Order of the Arrow will not be planning, voting, or leading activities. They are advising and mentoring the youth to do all of it. One of the main duties within the Order of the Arrow is to support the program, whatever position you are in. Adult scout leaders in the Order of the Arrow should always have a positive attitude when confronting issues. Working with the youth as an advisor is key. And to keep a positive attitude, a good sense of humor is always vital. And in that, let's do the scouter's joke. What do you call a chicken with lettuce in its eyes? A chicken Caesar salad. Oh, wow. Now, that was contributed by Dean Roberts. The video version of this podcast, we actually brought Dean on, and he told a joke. So it wasn't the same joke. So definitely go check that out. Scouting is about fun. We have fun in scouting, so we need to lead our youth towards that goal. Scouting would be totally impossible without adult leaders like you that dedicate their time and their effort towards the betterment of America's youth. And I personally want to thank you. And until next time, I'll see you on the trail.